Stephanie here with Eyes on the Game here at Syndicate Mixed Martial Arts, being joined by Miss Roxanne Modafferi. Now, congratulations. We spoke right before you left to Russia for your fight against Antonina Shevchenko. Now you're back in town right away. Now beat her by split decision and in the top 5 in the UFC rankings for the women's flyweight division. How does that feel?
It feels fantastic. I feel great. I'm really happy.
Yeah, so what did you make of that fight? You definitely outworked her and utilized your grappling like you told me before you left for the fight.
Yeah, my coach John Wood had an excellent game plan. Pretty much everything he said would happen happened. Everything I trained, I was able to do, which is super cool. That's, my goal as a martial artist and obviously as a fighter. Just from the strikes, like when he was holding mitts for me, he made sure to throw some high kicks at my face so I would have to block and make sure my range was appropriate. So her kicks were really cool looking, but they didn't really hurt me. The kick kind of breezed by my nose, the front kick, and those sorts of things. And then the cage work, I've been drilling a lot with JoJo on the cage. Boy, she's hard to take down. So to make myself less anxious about that, I was telling myself, well, she can't be, Antonina can't be as hard as JoJo to take down.
Well, did anything surprise you while in there with her?
Not really. Oh, well, kind of her speed was, I knew she was fast. Yeah, she popped me a few times, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the movement. Boom! Oh, she got me. Just her length. She's tall and long. So.
Well, congratulations on the big win once again. I do know after you kind of jokingly called out Cris Cyborg, and she had a response for you, right?
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to. I know fighters, it's good to call out somebody and, make a stink and all that. I didn't know who I wanted to fight. I don't really care. I want to fight somebody. Actually, I do know. I would like to fight somebody in the top 10, keep going towards the title shot, but I feel like a few times I had a verbal agreement with Jessica with Caitlin Chukagan on Twitter, and those fights haven't happened yet. So it kind of like a joke, I'm just going to call out somebody and knowingly I'm not going to ever fight them. I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah. Well, wise choice with Cris, right?
Yeah.
You are in the top 5 now, so maybe someone in the top 5. You're ranked number 5. You moved up 2 spots.
Oh, it's fantastic. I hadn't seen that.
Yeah. So
yes.
So would you say rather than someone in the top 10, maybe top 5, or like you mentioned, Jessica since she is fighting Valentina for the title on June 8th, maybe wait to see how that shakes out?
Line them up. I'll take them down.
Well, what do you think of that fight, though? Valentina versus Jessica?
Man, you never know with fights. I've given up trying to analyze, fighters. That's my coach's job, and I just enjoy the fight and pretty much root for who I like personally.
Well, have you thought about the possibility that now that you beat Antonina and Valentina is a champion, if you do get that title shot and if Valentina does defend her title against Jessica that maybe you could be the first to beat sisters in the UFC?
Maybe. Cool.
You don't seem too thrilled, just kind of whatever, right?
Man, I just want to fight, and get those wins and have a challenge and grow.
Well, how soon do you want to get back in there?
As soon as possible, of course. Next month, next week, tomorrow, whatever. We fighters always want to fight. So as much as possible.
And you did say before going to Russia that you were slightly intimidated. But now that you were there, how did that whole experience go for you?
It was great, even better since I won. But, it was really cool to be in another country that I'd never been in. I'm not as familiar with the culture as I am, for example, Japan. There were a lot of tough-looking dudes in black suits walking around, security guards. But yeah, I enjoyed. I did sightseeing for a few hours. I talked to some people. I can read a little bit of the acrylic. It was cool.
Did you go to Lithuania? You told me if you win, you would have liked to go there.
Yeah, I would have liked to go, but I couldn't. I wouldn't have been able to get my corner man a visa to re-enter. He was going to stay in Russia because he was going to corner another fighter, but that ended up not happening. It was just kind of a mess, and I figured it'd be better not to stress about those sorts of things, just focus on the fight. So I'm back.
Maybe next time, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, next time if you do fight in Russia again. And also in Russia, did you happen to see Khabib there?
I did see Khabib. He was cornering somebody. I'm such a fan.
Yeah. So did you guys have a brief exchange or did you say hello?
I was scared too. I didn't know, I know, like, I think they're not supposed to talk or shake hands with females or something. I didn't know the custom, so I just was like starry eyes. I just looked. I just watched him walk by. Like, oh, you're cool. I have a T-shirt that says Khabib time.
Oh wow! You should tell him.
Yeah, I'm shy. I can't.
What do you think of the whole Khabib situation?
The incident.
Yeah.
So I don't condone doing illegal things and, breaking the rules and all that, but I didn't mind seeing him do that. I don't know, I hate the whole disrespecting thing and a lot of really bad smack talk, and so I kind of watched that's bad. Yes.
So
but I like Khabib. I'm a big fan, so we'll leave it at that.
And if he fights Dustin Poirier, how do you see that fight playing out?
I'll cheer for Khabib.
Is he your favorite fighter, of all time, or?
He's in top 5. One of my top 5 favorite fighters. I have a few.
Who are some others?
Matt Serra, despite being retired. Randy Couture, despite being retired. Joe Lozon. Khabib. I don't know. Those people, a few others I'll probably forget because I'm under pressure now.
You also did tell me that something major happened behind the scenes, probably, a bit crazier than the fight itself, right? With your wig. Can you tell your fans a bit about what happened there?
So as most of my fans know, at weigh-ins, my hair changes color according to my power level. Yeah. So first it was black, then it was yellow, then it was blue, and the next level up is silver. So I ordered a silver wig off Amazon, very spiky, right? And it came and it was flat, long hair like this. And I'm like, hey, that's false advertising. What the heck? So I emailed the person in China, and the person in China said, oh, no, you have to wax it yourself. I don't know how to wax a wig. So I finally I got some hair glue and I tried, and it was horrible. I failed miserably. So we went with blue again this time.
Yes, and now you definitely...
It was okay. It worked out.
It all works out in the end, and the blue did work out, obviously. But leveling up, speaking of that, what color's next now? Is it the silver?
I'll just have to work hard to get the next level, the silver. I got to up my game and work hard.
Yeah, and hopefully it's the spiky ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no waxing here. But do you have any last words for all your fans who are anxiously waiting for your next fight?
Just thank you for always supporting me. My fans are my biggest supporters, my biggest sponsors. I'm just so happy, and thanks for following my journey.